What's happening, everybody? It's the Pirate Stacker coming at you Friday. Yes, it's Friday. I'm pumped. You're pumped. Everybody's pumped. It's Friday. I'm meeting up with some friends tonight, taking them out to dinner. A little birthday celebration. That should be fun. Not my birthday. But today we are talking copper. Copper. I had a really interesting conversation. Friend of mine, friend of yours, Evil Cowboy. Name sounds familiar because he watches my videos. Let me get into that in just a second. Before I do, let me get a couple of community shout outs that I need to get done here because I got a few awesome sticker trades in. Some very cool people in the community. Conscious Stacker. Look at that sticker. Holy moly, right? Pretty badass. All the best things in life right there. Also, his as well. This guy is getting down with it. Look at that. Fuzzy creatures, mushrooms. I don't know. This card, there's got to be something to it. I'm missing it, but it is a 6 of 10. And anyway, very cool. Thank you for the sticker trade, Conscious Stacker. And I actually think Monday I'm going to go on his live stream. So keep an eye out for that. I'll put a link at some point. Very cool. And then Southeast Stacker. And I don't know if he's here in Florida or not, but we love the South. So very cool. Nice to get somebody else that's down in the South here. You know, I'm in Florida, but shout out to Southeast Stacker. He's got a channel. Feel free to check these guys out. And you know what, before we get to the topic at hand, which is a good one, I need to get some house cleaning done here. My pal Chief Stacker, they are doing a auction for the behalf of, I'm not even sure, but he hit me up and said, hey, we'd love some copper to be able to auction off, and I love doing that. Shout out to Liberty Copper for the free copper. So we are going to send some his way. What do we think here? 5. How about we send for the auction? It's a good cause. Boom. Giant kilo. 5 of these 5 ounces. These are coming your way, Chief. I'll get them in the mail tomorrow. But these are going to go for the auction. And leaves me a little more left here to still give away to you guys. But we like helping out a good cause. So that'll be coming your direction, Chief. Keep an eye out for it. And if you're wondering about the auction, hit Chief up. He can give you more stats on that. What it's for, where it's going to. I know they got silver, gold, all of the above. Man, take a breath, pirate. It's Friday. Let's go have a talk on the porch because it is beautiful outside. Here we go. Beautiful Florida day. It's got to be, I don't know, mid to upper 70s. Feels great. I got some trees to plant. My daughter was doing a little gardening herself over there in the backyard, getting some stuff going. Yes, I'll go into it later, but I did track down. My buddy got me a lychee and a starfruit tree. So I'm pumped about that. But let's get into what we're talking about today. Let me flip this around. Good to see you guys. So Evil Cowboy hits me up, says, Pirate, have you seen all the different things coming up about copper theft in particular? And, you know, it's no surprise to me. I actually had noticed there was a lot of copper theft. And I'm not talking about a couple of pounds. I'm talking about hundreds of pounds. Bulk copper theft. And, you know, it's something that has definitely been reported on. And I actually have a theory about this. And what's it going to lead to? Well, I think it's going to lead to the increase in copper value. You know, this is nothing new. I've been watching copper. Copper has gone up quite a bit over the last 2-3 years. Copper, not for nothing, copper is pretty much the only metal I have never lost money on. And I know losing money on silver and gold is my own fault. You want to buy low, sell high. I get it. But copper was one of those things that I always found deals cheap enough, and there was always people looking to buy at an increase that, you know, people just getting in or this or that. So it was one of those things that I don't think I ever lost. I feel like I only ever won on copper. But back to the theft, copper theft. And what we're talking about when we say copper theft, we're talking about commercial buildings getting pilfered, right? The copper getting tore out of commercial places. Anywhere people can find them, copper's being taken out of, you know, these new batteries and stuff like that have copper in them. And so there's a lot of vandalization that's been happening, and it's been getting reported on. Now, this is nothing new. It used to be back in the day, and I'm in construction, so I'd come across this here and there, people talking about it. If a home was vacant long enough, thieves, crackheads, whatever, would typically go in and tear out the copper wiring. If it was an older home, they'd tear out the copper plumbing, and they would go cash it in bulk. And you think that's a hard way to go, but I mean, there's a lot of it in homes. And so, you know, once they punch a few holes in the wall, get a hold of that wiring, they just start tearing it out. And so it's lucrative. It's been lucrative. And I think back in the day, you know, there was a lot of abandoned homes, abandoned commercial projects. So when this stuff would happen, people would yank it out. A lot of that didn't get reported. A lot of it wasn't even known. You know, an old home or an old commercial space ready for demolition, unless somebody bought it and went in to rehab it, it either stayed abandoned or it got tore down. So nobody was none the wiser anyway. Nobody really cared. So you didn't really see much about it. Well, the easy money's gone. Those easy projects to steal from, they've been stolen from. And I think in today's day and age, we have, one, more poverty, more poor people. And two, we have a huge influx of foreigners. Foreigners that can't legally work. Now, they get given money, some, however much, you know, I know they get welfare of some sort. They're getting fed, they're getting housed, they get money besides that. But you're talking about 20 million plus people hanging out, and guess what? Cashing in on copper is a cheap, easy thing to do. And it's not that it's that easy, but it's available. And if you got dudes, you know, men that have time on their hands, you can take that and cash it in anywhere. You don't necessarily have to have an ID to do that. And you can move metal, copper in particular. So now we see there's copper theft happening. And like I said, the easy pickings are gone. So homes are getting hit that are for sale, right? It's not a vacant abandoned property. It's a for sale property. They're breaking into those homes, stripping out the copper. Commercial places, power plants, different places with industrial copper, they're getting broken into as well. It's getting stolen from them as well. Now, with this in mind, there's a finite amount of copper. I mean, there's a lot of copper in the world, but there is a ton of copper uses. Batteries, construction, ornamental fixtures, you know. I mean, there's just a ton of things copper goes into. Coins, instruments, I mean, you name it, there's copper. And so with that being the case, and with people seeing a rise in value, they get more money for stripping and selling and cashing in, it seems obvious that the cost of copper is going to start to climb again. I think the upcoming year or two, we start to really see another increase. I know it's kind of sat for the last little while, but you know, it had been up 50% the last 2 years. That's significant. That's more than silver and gold by a lot. So I think we're going to see it. Have I seen a rise in reports? Yeah, and again, I think it's reported now because it's not abandoned structures. You know, they're going after it. There's more people going after it and cashing in. You know, it's money. It's a way to get quick money, unfortunately. So that's just my 2 cents, my 2 copper cents. It's unfortunate, you know. I wish the world was a different place right now. Things are crazy. Do the best you can. Get prepared. Get ready. Am I gonna stack copper? Yeah. I like having copper. If the price is right, I will buy more copper. I'm not gonna not stack it. I mean, I like having it on hand. Liberty Copper makes it in nice big pieces. That's cool. Rick Cheek, my fancy copper guy, he makes nice art bars. That's cool. You know, copper to me, it's pretty. It's beautiful metal. So I have nothing but good to say about it. Now, is it a priority for me? No, it's not a priority. I like having some for numerous reasons. It's not a priority. My garden's a priority. My food storage is a priority. Medical stuff is a priority. Getting my bills paid down is a priority. Family in general is a priority. So, I mean, don't get it twisted. I like the value, but my priorities lie with the important things. So that's really it. That's the jam. I got nothing else today. I hope you have a great weekend. I am going to do a live, I think, Sunday with my pal Numismatic Stacker. And then I think we're going to do a live Conscientious Stacker. Wants me on there, so we're going to go talk. I have no idea what I'm talking about with any of these guys. But you know how I do it. I just jump out there and ramble on. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'm going to have a fantastic night tonight. If you're in Sanford, Florida at Hollerbox, hit me up. I'll be out there doing the chicken dance. Have a great night, you guys. We will see you all next time. Pirate out. Arg.